right, what's up, guys?
TJ, a little bit more emotion. You got, a little bit more emotion
What's
to
up,
that.
guys?
Yeah, put a little
Hey,
bit more,
guys.
a little bit more emphasis, a little more oomph into that.
All right, what's up, guys? Say
You
hi.
gotta restart that. It wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough, bro.
Wasn't enough.
Put your heart into it. Put your into it too.
Hey, guys, this is your boy TJ here. We got Josh.
Hello.
We have Ant.
What's up?
We have Cole,
What's up, y'all?
and we got Vic.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'?
Today we're gonna be talking about a couple stories. First one we're gonna be talking about is this family from California locking their 13 kids in their house. These two parents, they look real creepy. If you've seen pictures of them, they look like they would do something like this. But they've locked their 13 kids, strapped them to their beds with like padlocks, and just kept them locked up in their house.
Use shackles. They use shackles on their kids to
Yeah,
keep them in bed.
shackles, padlocks, everything.
Wait.
And so basically what happened was one of the little girls got loose and, went to strict to the authorities, and cops showed up to the house.
I thought she found like a cell phone in the house, and that's how she called them.
Yeah, she found a cell phone in the house while she escaped and
Oh
called
my
911. And
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
it was a 17-year-old girl, right? It was really messed up. And
Yeah.
when the police actually showed up the house, they found 12 other siblings there, around the age of 2 to 29, all locked up in their
Yeah.
bedrooms, all like just stuck there. And
Mhm.
the parents, their names are David and Luis, and they're really, it was a really messed up situation. Imagine being
Yeah.
just a kid. I mean, we're still kids right now. Imagine being shackled up to bed by your parents, stuck in your house, just
Wait.
like it's
I just say
awful.
what's a
I mean, the
trackle?
authorities said that when they found the kids, that none of them looked like they were adults. Like Josh said, they ranged from the age of 2 to 29. That means the oldest one was almost 30 years old.
Mhm.
And when they found them all, they were all so malnourished that none of them looked like they were adults at all. Like they said that the girl that had initially called them was 17 years old. They said when they saw her, she looked like she was 10. That's just how badly malnourished they were.
And shackles, cool. I heard you say what are shackles. They're like in the
No,
medieval
no,
days.
the way you're
Oh.
you're pronouncing it just sounds weird.
Oh, probably.
Shackles.
I can't pronounce anything with ch. Fun
Shack-
fact.
Wait, did you say shackles?
Did I? I
You
don't.
said shackles.
I
You
said
said
shackles?
shackles.
Oh,
You said shackles?
my bad. Fun fact: when I was younger, I could never say chair. I,
How
just,
would you
can-
pronounce
I
it?
still can't say
You
it. I
still
can't
can't.
pronounce anything with ch. Fun
He'd
fact.
say, see ya.
You weirdo.
Man, I can't imagine this. Like, this is just like disgusting. Like, damn.
Did you read how long that they had been how long they'd been kept in that house for?
How long have they been kept in the house for?
Oh, I don't know. I was asking Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
Oh, I didn't actually read that. I mean, I'm pretty sure their entire life, like they were homeschooled. The dad actually the
triple
dad
I did.
asked a school if they could be homeschooled, and they've been homeschooled ever since. I'm pretty sure.
That's the
Damn.
thing I had read too, was that I'm just mind blown. How did their neighbors not notice anything? 13 kids is a lot of kids.
Yeah, they said
I'm
like
sure
they said like they seem like normal people.
Mhm.
They didn't seem like they would do that type of thing, like the
Yeah.
typical stuff you would hear. To be
The neighbors
honest,
thought they were homeschooled. They said that they'd seen the kids putting up Christmas lights and stuff on the house, I believe. They said the kids looked really pale.
Well, it says here, people were saying that the Turpins is their last name, I guess. They never
Yeah.
stood out really. They never really stood out. They looked like a normal, ordinary family. Like nothing suspicious was going on whatsoever. Which is the thing, like you can never really know what's going around your neighborhood whatsoever, especially if it's like so low key like that.
It's crazy though. Like that could, just thinking about it, like you guys were in California last summer, and I don't know. I was just thinking about that earlier. It's crazy. Like this house is just a couple miles south of Los Angeles, and like I don't know. It's just weird to think that something that just disturbing could be happening
yeah,
right next to
it's
you.
it's all around us, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
I hear there's a
everywhere.
couple restaurants around me that had like, well, it was like different, but they had like it's like slavery. They had like work slaves, but stuff like this is just really all around us. Is that you don't notice it. That's the
Look
thing.
at their faces, though.
But the thing is, like, honestly, like, what are we gonna do with these parents? Like, honestly, like, what would you guys do? I'll ask you guys first because my opinion is very unpopular. But what would you guys do with the parents?
Either life in prison, or the death sentence.
That's
See,
the thing
I
too,
feel-
though. It's like if they do go to prison, then they're probably gonna go into like a foster home, and then all the brothers and
No.
sisters would most likely get
Well,
split up.
I'm
wouldn't they?
hoping. What I
They
would-
wouldn't because their kids are 27 to range from 27
Yeah,
to
but
2.
think about it, man. They've been held captive for, well, the oldest one is like what, 29? That's
Yeah.
like
29.
a
Yeah.
long time being held captive, and putting them back into society is gonna be really crazy, bro. So I don't
Yeah.
think he'll be able to even take care of her younger siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Vic, you knew what I was talking about. Like, I thought that they would have went with their siblings or something.
No, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, no, it'd be too hard because the 29-year-old, has no social life whatsoever. Doesn't even know what the real world really is. Like, that's like,
Yeah, but I doubt they'll split them up, though. I doubt they'll do that. They were probably going to keep them together as best as they can. They might split them up in, like,
Yeah.
certain groups, but...
Hopefully, they have like an actual family member, like an aunt or uncle or something that's normal that they would be able to stay with. But as far as like punishment, I'm so conflicted. Definitely life in prison, I would say. I feel like death penalty. I feel like for anything, like even if they deserve death, I feel like that's too easy. Like that's an easy way out. They should have to live with that.
That's a good point.
I don't think they would care, to be honest, with living with it. Like they did it for 30 years without getting caught, almost 30 years. I say this straight to death. Like I don't want them here. I don't want these scum breathing the same air as I am. I say
Yeah.
straight to death. So
I also
Jeez.
I
feel,
mean, you can keep them in there, but how long will they last in there?
yeah.
I don't know. They're already kind of old. I'm sure they're gonna have a lot of hate going in there, and like I'm sure the other people, like teach them a lesson and all. But like I don't know. I just say straight to death. Just get them over
I'd be
with.
curious to hear what the kids would have to say, what the kids think should happen to their parents.
that's the thing too,
Uh-oh.
though. It's your parents. Like, they could
Yeah.
they could do some awful things to you, but it's just like some kids, just growing up, it's like you'll always, not always, but most cases, you'll always still love your parents no matter what.
Wait, so you're telling me you wouldn't want to see your parents suffer after being held in captive for 29 years?
It's their life, they're used to that. I mean, I guess it got to a point where like the 17-year-old girl.
Just 'cause
Think
they're
about
used to it
though.
doesn't
but
mean
think
they
about
like
Think
it.
about it. The 29-year-old stayed there for a while. He had probably sometimes a kind of call, but just kind of got used to it. I don't know, like.
I mean, the 29-year-old probably doesn't know any better.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Yeah,
reminds me of like
sure.
Criminal Minds. You see those like episodes where like you see like kids like this and they just don't know, like they were just like brainwashed. They were like, taught to like always follow what the parents said even when they're doing something wrong. Like it
Yeah.
reminds me of an episode from Criminal Minds when you see stuff like this, So
really hope-
the 30-year-old or 29-year-old doesn't like know any better.
Yeah. I'd really hope
Sometimes-
that at least the younger kids that were younger, I'd really hope that they will be able to kind of get rehabilitated and be able to go out. I know it'll be harder for the older siblings to kind of adjust to real life, I guess, and go out into the public and everything. My hope would be for the younger kids to be able to well, see, look, I mean, it looks like they've been to Disney World and stuff before, so I guess they're not completely like shut in.
They've
but-
been to Disney World and they've taken family photos, of course, but apparently this was their way to like show that like nothing suspicious is really going on as well too. It's just a really just messed up situation. Like, there's
so
a picture of them just like at their parents' wedding.
that's so strange.
I have 2 things to say. Well, first one's a question. How many bedrooms does that house have?
That's what I'm thinking too, because the house does not look that big. Honestly,
doesn't-
looking at it from this
Doesn't look big at
perspective,
all.
there's no way that house, could have like 5 rooms. It looks like they probably have like a master. It looks like a 3-bedroom house, maybe 4-bedroom tops.
Definitely. And
Definitely.
How
my
many
sec-
people would be in that household? 15, including mom
15.
and dad.
15
Yeah.
including the parents.
So imagine how hot house would be in the summer.
Like 2 bunk beds in like each room, basically.
Yeah.
You're strapped to them.
Yeah.
And then this point's about the 29-year-old. Sometimes you just stay with what you know, and what you know is the only what you know is the only thing you know. You don't know there's other options that you can go to. You don't know that you think that every parent is like this, so you don't go looking for help because you think, oh, the other people are just gonna be like this too. So you stick with what you know. You know.
Yeah. And then again, too, I feel like we're kind of acting like they don't know that what was happening was wrong. I feel like there's a slight chance that maybe they did know what was going on, but maybe they were just afraid to do anything about it because they weren't sure what would happen to them if they tried to escape or anything, especially for the 29-year-old. He's the oldest, so he kind of would have to look out for all of his siblings, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe another reason would be maybe he didn't want to try and escape or do anything because he didn't want anything bad or worse to happen to his other siblings. Something like that. I don't know.
That's very true. It's very, very true. We don't know if they were being tortured and being forced to stay shut. You know.
You see that title right
she
there?
had to escape in order to say anything. So like, they didn't have any electronics. I'm guessing they didn't have any electronics in their disposition. She had to take that phone and dip out just so she could call emergency services.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that title say? I can't read it all the way.
A neighbor says the mother was smirking and spitting when arrested, and the parents are being held on 9 million bail each.
There's
saw-
So she was
cycles.
smirking and spitting, like she, like when she was arrested. Like why would I want these scum alive?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. I'd say to life sentence, no death penalty.
I would just give them death penalty, but I mean either way they'll learn their lesson, and but I don't know.
I'm just very
Yeah.
conflicted. Like, I definitely prison for life for sure. I'm a very conflicted person when it comes to the death penalty. I just feel like it's the easy way out.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, like you said, they've been doing it for however many years, and they don't think anything's wrong with it. The woman was spitting and laughing when they arrested her, so clearly they don't think anything, was bad about it. They're,
There's
they
cycles.
probably won't think, maybe what I did was wrong. It's probably not going to happen.
I have a question for everybody. What's your honest opinion about the death penalty?
I'm for it.
About what?
I'm like I would I'll
Your
let you guys
honest
speak. Go
opinion
ahead.
on the death penalty.
I guess I'll go first. Like I'm 100% for it. Like here's the thing with me. Like I'm for like I say we bring back some torture because some scum like these. Honestly, like I don't want them alive. I don't want them sitting in jail for the rest of their life. I want them like torture them for like a year and then just kill them off. Like that's the way I think about it. Like so I'm for the death penalty. I know a lot of people say like, oh, that's the easy way out. I get it. I understand, but I'm for it. Like I'm fine with it.
I honestly think that depending on the case, really, it's like some people do deserve to just like rot in a jail cell for the rest of their lives, just stuck there. But in some other cases too, it's like, death penalty, like, go ahead. Like yeah, it is kind of an easy way out. But the thing is too is like you don't want a jail cell to get like filled up with somebody like that when there's other criminals out there, and like the cells get all full and stuff. Because I know that was a problem in one of the jails, and it was just getting too full. So I mean, why not just like get rid of some bad people with the death penalty?
I agree with Josh. I think it depends on what they're being charged for, what they're going to jail for. I think if like you kill someone, you deserve the death penalty automatically, because like an eye for an eye.
Mm.
But in this case, I don't think it should apply because, like TJ says, it's the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? It's like make them suffer a bit before like they go out.
I feel like if I thought about it more, I might like disagree with myself. But dude, like, just they should be treated the way that they treated their kids. Like they should just be strapped to beds, malnourished for years, just do the same to them what they were doing. I don't know.
Honestly, I think death for these parents would just be too easy. Too easy. At least, yeah, kind of make him suffer a bit. Oh no, overall though, I just feel so bad for the kids. That's just a shitty situation to be in.
I know. It's definitely going to be a challenge for them moving forward.
I am for the death penalty, but there's actually ways the death penalty works. Like once you get the death penalty, you don't automatically go and die. Like they don't kill you like that. It takes several years. There's a waiting list. It takes a long time to get processed and stuff. So of course they're gonna suffer. They're gonna suffer through that. But the thing I don't agree with is the fact that you should make them suffer the way the kids suffer. Because what does that say about our legal system? You know, what does that say about the United States legal system that
oh my bad. Go ahead.
That we are gonna do just as bad as these criminals do? You know, I thought we were supposed to be correcting the mistakes of the citizens instead of incorporating them back into, you know, the correctional institution or whatever.
Sure, I can see where you're coming from there.
It's just a bad look. It's just a bad look if we do it.
Honestly, I give no sympathy for people like this. Like I would say I would just torture them and like honestly should use them as an example for like anybody else who does this. Like you get caught, we find you, you're getting insane torture, you're gonna feel the pain like your victims did. I give no sympathy for them, you know? Like I don't care. Like and I get what you mean, Cole, and then honestly you're kinda right. Like I don't blame you, and honestly if that's what the US wants to do, then I'll stand by it. But if it's up to me, like I don't care. Like if you're gonna be an a-hole and do something scummy like this, like like I'll do the dirty work for them and I'll put them through the torture, you know. But I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it.
I don't want to make this too personal whatsoever. So I just like imagine having just a little sibling, you know, and just watching them kind of go through what you've been going through, as in like getting tortured, kind of like that. How would you start to feel afterwards? You know, it really that kind of changes things in a way too. Does it not?
Not for me, because what my mom always told me is kill them with kindness, you know? Show them that whatever they do to you, it didn't hurt you. You know, you can't do it back to them because you're no better than what they are. You know what I mean? If you were to torture somebody, then look at the global aspect of it. You know, just cases that happen in the United States. Like I'm looking at it like if you were to do that, then how would other countries view our country as a third world country or as a first world superpower? You know, we're supposed to be the leaders. We're supposed to be setting the example. That's why we're looked at as a superpower. And so I think that's taken steps back to our country becoming a more advanced and more, what's it called, like other countries accepting us. They wouldn't accept us as much as if we were to torture people that committed crimes in our country. And our country being United States.
Makes sense. I mean, if anyone in the audience here would like to comment down your guys' opinions, feel free to comment that down below. But yeah.
All right, guys, moving on to our second story. We're going to be talking about this new trend called eating Tide Pods.
My favorite
Great.
snack.
No, just no.
So I
What's
guess
wrong with Tide Pods?
Oh my God, if you eat a Tide Pod, you should be like checked in for like something wrong with you, like in a psych ward.
All right,
Dude,
basically,
look, you obviously haven't seen the colors on the. They look delicious, man.
Oh
Have
my
you
God.
seen-
Have you
The game
smelled
one?
your
Okay,
clothes
I'm gonna
after
be
you washed?
I'm gonna be completely honest here. When they first came out, as a kid, I looked at these and I was like, I'm not stupid enough to obviously eat one, but when I saw it, I was like,
They look
I
delicious.
kind of want to try one, but
look-
I would never do it. You know, it's just it looks really colorful, and as a kid,
does.
it's just like
Does rat poison look colorful and yummy too? Would you eat rat poison? Because technically that's what you're eating.
I mean, I'm
No,
not saying
it's
I would.
a laundry detergent, not rat poison. Laundry detergent.
Rat poison is in laundry detergent.
Not necessarily. Sure,
Alright,
there's some
alright.
ingredients that you use in poison, but it's mostly laundry detergent and it tastes delicious.
Oh my god! If you ever eat a freaking Tide Pod in front of me, I will slap that right out of your hand.
No, you won't, because I'll be sharing it with you.
All right,
Look,
so
I
basic,
am not for eating Tide Pods whatsoever on any degree, dude. I like my Tide Pods to be put in my washer, not my
You
mouth.
know what goes great with Tide Pods. You know, sometimes
Don't
they're
say
a little
pizza.
chunky,
Don't say
they're hard
pizza.
to wash
Don't
down.
say
You drink
What?
some bleach.
Oh
Bleach and
my
Tide
God.
Pods, guys. Goes
bleach would
great
straight
together.
end you, bro. That would burn a hole in your throat.
Oh yeah.
Especially the pumpkin spice bleach.
Oh my god! And
My
you
favorite.
too? What the heck is wrong with y'all? You guys are
Delicious,
eating
man.
freaking cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies.
All right, all right, all right.
You
all
clean
right.
your intestines.
Just to summarize the story up, just in case other people don't know what it's about, basically, there's this trend going on where teenagers are daring each other to eat Tide Pods, like the little Tide Pods you throw in your wash. So they're daring each other to eat these things. It's the stupidest thing ever.
You know, Rob Gronkowski teamed up with Tide to tell people not to freaking
I saw
eat
that.
Tide Pods.
That
He was like,
the
"Hey
funniest
kids,
thing
don't
ever.
eat Tide Pods, you dumbos." Like
It's
what?
You
so
know
funny
why
because
he's
of
doing
how
that, bro?
ridiculous it is.
Look,
What?
there's a
Why?
reason why he's doing that.
There he
It's a
is, right
secret
there.
workout
No.
protein shake, man. He throws it in the protein shake.
No,
Thing's
no,
so
no,
big,
no,
bro.
no, stop,
This
stop,
is the
no,
secret
no.
weapon, dude.
That's false
Look.
advertisement, false news right there, fake news, guys.
You're
Everybody
right.
don't
It is.
get
It
sick.
is false advertisement. Why is he advertising that you shouldn't eat it when this is a very delicious, very
No.
scrumptious snack?
Stop saying this.
Protein-filled,
Stop saying this.
vitamin-filling.
Stop saying this.
This is fake news.
Just
All right,
stop.
so
Not
It's
edible.
delicious.
They're not edible.
That's
according
what they all say.
according to this website,
Look at
so-
all those different flavors there that you can choose from.
There you
There
go.
are no flavors to Tide Pods.
Oh, look at the photo. There's a white one, purple, green,
You
blue.
pop a Tide Pod, I'll see you in the hospital, bro. I literally will. Like, good luck.
Hey,
Like,
it's not
don't-
like I'm gonna die or anything.
All right, so
12,000 people were called. Poison control was called on 12,000 people for eating this last year.
Well, they must have got the expired
all right,
ones.
check this out. Check this out. We've been in 2018 for 18 days, and so far in the past 18 days, 37 reported cases among teenagers eating Tide Pods, and half of them were intentional.
Wait, half of
How
them
do
were
you-
intentional.
how do you
How do
accidentally
accidentally
eat a
do
Tide Pod?
that? Wait, what?
I don't know. I know that like young children who don't know any better, they look at it, it looks appealing.
I get no, yeah. Like I said, when I was younger,
Put
I
anything
mean-
in their mouth.
I looked at them and I was like, this looks yummy. Obviously, I would never eat it because I don't want to die. But if I thought it kind of looked yummy when I was a kid, what better does a little actual toddler know? It's like, ooh, candy.
So
Right.
I know a few people have died. I think 10 or 12 from eating
Oh.
these Tide Pods. I just want to say they probably had some expired ones. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You gotta have them at their
There's-
prime when they're fresh out the factory.
No.
That's when they're at their
Oh
best.
God! All right, so basically, what they're saying is there's two ways that this is affecting people. They said that they'll choke on the liquid by inhaling it into their lungs, or they'll just get sick by eating it. It'll change their blood pressure, their heart rate, and then there's even chances of losing consciousness and having seizures. And in some cases, it's been fatal, mainly with the younger children, but it has been fatal. Pretty much the dose makes the poison, is what they're saying.
In 2016, there were over 20,000 calls related to hand sanitizers.
Yo, that was a thing. You put hand sanitizer on a paper towel roll and you sniff it and you get high.
Really?
That's
No
what some
way.
kid
There
told,
was-
that's what some kid told me in 6th grade, and I did it.
These
There was-
freaking household items,
there
bro. I
was-
swear.
17,000 calls for toothpaste exposure. 16,000 calls for deodorants and 13,000 for mouthwash.
This is just like poison control stats.
Yeah, but most of them as well too were kids under the age of 5 or at 5, as well as
Yeah.
toddlers, So
Well, those are just parents being careless.
Parents are reckless.
well, that's
Where are your parents at, dude? You trying to eat Tide Pods up in here?
Listen, man, I live life like
Somebody
Larry.
find this man's parents.
living
Some-
life like Larry. Okay.
1-800-FATHER-FILL-INS. We need a father to fill in to so this guy don't freaking eat no Tide Pods,
What do
bro.
you mean, bro? We have a cold one and eat Tide Pods. Let's go.
So do you think that teens are taking like these pranks too far? Like I know before they've done, the milk gallon or the gallon challenge where they were like smashing gallons and like slipping on them or whatever. They've done the
Oh, see
sit-on
that one.
challenge.
That one's no bueno. Like just throwing milk all over the floor. You know what it
Exactly.
does to the
That
tiles,
wastes
bro?
money.
It's such a waste of milk. I love milk.
Forget about the milk. Look at the flooring, man. The plastic smashing against the flooring. Just imagine
It's
the
rough.
scrutiny.
It's
But
rough.
look at. So these kids are taking it way too far. Way too far. Anything they can do to get their 5 minutes of fame, they will do it.
I blame
I'm-
Vine.
Why?
No,
Not
I
even
don't
Vine.
even blame Vine. It's honestly in this today's society, like what kids would do for just attention to get fame is just out of this world right now.
It's redonkulous, bro.
All I'm saying is, look,
You're not
I haven't
wrong.
filmed myself eating a Tide Pod, but I'm definitely not doing it for fame. I'm definitely doing it because it tastes delicious.
You a freak, bro.
Vic, you are just straight out of Dumbo's ears. I swear to God.
I don't know, like what? Like, honestly, the ice water bucket challenge thing that wasn't that bad. Like, why can't we come up with
That wasn't
like,
that
But that
wasn't a
was-
challenge.
that was
That
something
wasn't a prank.
Yeah, that was actually
ALS. It was for ALS. You
exactly?
dump-
So why can't
That
we
wasn't a
just?
prank.
Why can't? No, I'm saying why can't there just be more stuff like that? Like
because teenagers are stupid.
I got it. Let's eat Tide Pods to bring awareness to poison.
I like it.
It works.
I'm
I'm
about to
telling
go-
you, we'll get death polls rising and attention and hotlines going.
Question to leave in the comments below. Have you ever eaten a Tide Pod?
or at
Yo,
least
listen,
have
guys,
have
you eat
ever
a Tide Pod,
tasted
you
one?
cool in my book.
Have you ever tasted a Tide Pod?
Fucking fools.
You
I
cool in
swear.
my book
I
if you
can't.
eat a
I
Tide
can't.
Pod.
I can't do this. I can't. I'll be back, bro. I need to go smoke here. Y'all are just stressing me the f out about this Tide Pod stuff.
Cole's getting triggered.
All right, I'll be back in like 5. Give me a sec.
Another cole's gone. All right, guys,
Freaking
in all
ridiculous.
seriousness,
you Tide
No,
do
yeah.
Pods.
not eat Tide Pods.
In all seriousness, yeah, guys, do not eat Tide Pods whatsoever. What Victor was saying was literally just.
These
all
are all
sarcasm.
jokes. Do not eat Tide Pods. Do
Let me
not
mute
drink
my mic
bleach.
so my brother
If
doesn't
you
yell.
are thinking of having either one of these, please get some help.
Please call. Don't ever. Honestly, fame is not worth it. What's it really gonna like be when you're dead? Was it really worth all that
Don't
little 5
be
seconds of
sick
fame?
off Tide Pods. You're gonna be spitting up soap. It's just gonna be nasty.
It's just not. It's not worth it whatsoever. Obviously, Cole couldn't handle Victor's sarcasm, and it was just too much. I guess I don't know. And
Heard,
Cole
I
has
heard
just
that
left the
Ant
Skype
eats
call.
Tide Pods.
This Febreze flavor tastes great.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Don't do it. You know, guys, just don't do it. And you were pretty quiet for a bit there. What do you think?
Real talk. I was swiping on Tinder. Um,
Get them likes, boy.
so my opinion on the whole thing. What's that thing called Darwinism? You know, Darwinism, right? Where we weed out the weak and only the stronger survive. Yeah. Honestly, like I have what was it? What do you say?
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. Yeah, that thing. I don't know. I get it. A lot of kids don't really. They want their attention. They want the fame, and they will do anything for it. And they see a whole bunch of other kids do it, and they follow trends. But I don't know, man. If you're stupid enough to eat a Tide Pod, then I have nothing to say to you. So, but watch your kids. I mean, watch your kids. If you have a kid, make sure you watch your kid. I don't really blame the parents. If anything, put your Tide Pod in a place where they can't reach them. You know,
Yep.
it's not really the parents' fault because obviously the kids are probably home by themselves and they do what they.
They shouldn't be home by themselves.
Well, honestly, I saw a case and I read a story. There was a 19-year-old who did it as a dare. So 19, he's an adult, and he did it.
Yo,
Yeah.
respect.
So,
I kinda
in
respect
half
that
these
dude 'cause he
cases,
was
they're
like,
not dumb. They're not
He's
young.
like,
Can't use their
I
age. as
I
an
know, kitty cat, yo. I ain't scared. I'll do your dare.
Mhm.
See, like
You know what I'm
respect
saying? Like-
for him doing the dare, but so stupid.
Facts.
So stupid. Like
But why
honestly,
respect still?
He gets dare cred for doing the dare, but I mean, it's still mad dumb.
You know, just for that, he doesn't need to do another dare in his life.
In all seriousness, don't eat a damn Tide Pod. That's just not like why? Why would that ever? Uh,
It's fun to joke about. It's not cool to actually eat a Tide Pod. Can't believe I'd ever have to say this, but don't eat a Tide Pod, guys. Don't eat it. Don't do it.
and don't look it. Don't look it. I've actually personally licked one before. It's really weird. Like
You
you
freak.
don't. You know, like I took my tongue out and it was like this here. Look in the Skype chat right here. It was more like this. It was like a.
Hold on, hold on,
You know,
hold on. Let me see.
It was
Hold
like
on, waiting for my computer to load up
okay.
the screen. Go ahead.
It was more of like a, you know, like really quickie, you know, right there, like. And like the plastic already started to melt, so I was like, oh geez, so I quickly washed my mouth. But that's when I was like, I think 10 or like 9. I was a really curious kid. It's like when you see Play-Doh, you know, it smells so good, and you just gotta see
Play-Doh's horrible.
Play-Doh smells so good. I was like, yo,
Play-Doh?
Yeah.
I bet you Vic eats Play-Doh.
Wait, you really like the smell of Play-Doh?
Yeah, I do.
I
Oh,
don't.
jeez.
It's just like it's a weird.
Do you literally just have Play-Doh on hand right now?
Yeah.
You just pull Play. You just keep that to sniff?
It has a weird smell. Like I don't really like it.
That's so weird. That's so weird, my guy.
It's only because my brother's got Play-Doh from the dentist, and ever since then I left it in my room, and I've just been using it. It's really good for stress, actually. When you squeeze it, it's kind of like a stress ball.
I gotcha. All right, we're gonna wrap that story up, and we're gonna move on to the next one. So for the next story, we have. It's a little weird, but it's about these life-size. What's the word I'm looking for? Life-size
Sex
AI.
robots.
Yeah. So pretty much, if you've ever seen the Avengers or Civil War with Vision, it's like the female version of Vision that you can have sex with. It's really weird.
Well, they have like artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before anyone says anything, who's for the sex robot?
I am completely.
I'm with Ant. I'm also sex robot pro.
Yeah, like I can go
Honestly-
into this and say like all the good things about it and like the
No,
very few things about it,
In
bad
all
things.
honesty, okay, no, but in serious though, like seriously, I'm totally okay with it too. If you think about it, these sex robots are mostly for people who are really alone, who don't really have that much of a social life at all. You know?
Exactly.
The thing is,
Did you ever see the movie I, Robot?
yes, I have.
Yeah, these sex robots are gonna switch, and they're gonna turn up on us. They're gonna switch up on us so fast, and then it's gonna be game over.
I honestly hope it's when you're fucking when they just choke you out.
Oh my god!
That'd be a crazy way to go out.
I died for.
Is this-
Cause
is
of death,
this not too
suffocation
far?
from
Like,
sex robot.
Well, no, if you think about it too, okay, I was watching a video on this, right? She can actually literally set the mood. She asked Alexa, right, to play a song on Spotify, and it was like this really like intense sexual song, right? Like this sex robots, they're smart now.
They're smart.
Right
They're
now,
smart.
Hold
yeah.
on, I see. You guys don't see Cole's face, but Cole's face is very disgusted right now. He seems very disturbed. What's going through your mind, Cole?
Why would you have sex with anything other than a other person?
Well, why would people have sex with a sex doll?
Yeah. Why?
Why not?
Because-
Why not?
I don't know.
That's not a valid answer.
Well,
It is a
no,
valid
I-
answer.
It is a
It's like,
valid
why
answer.
would
Why
you
not?
have sex
Why
with
not
a goat?
experiment?
Cole, it totally
This
is.
is
You
why
need
would
to
you have
try. You
sex
need
with
to
a
try
goat?
new things. You need to try new things. You know. Are you
Dude,
saying
this
you
thing's
would-
amazing. I like it. Like, again, her name is Samantha.
No,
Listen
her
to this,
name
all right?
is
Just
not
listen to
Samantha.
this.
I will not
All right?
answer. No.
It responds back to like where you touch it. Like if you touch in the head, it will like give you a response to that. And like I guess it moves its head a little bit. If you hold its hand, it closes its hand. So like like obviously you guys are holding hands.
You're weird.
It has a sex-
Listen.
so it has-
It has a family. It has a like. It has.
Yeah.
It has like a family program and
No,
like the sex program.
That's
Right?
what's
It has a family mode and the sex mode. And the family mode, it, like when you put on family mode, this is your probably your like favorite part about this, Cole. Like it responds back to you and like good responses. It'll like go into philosophy, whatever,
It'll
and it
talk to
learns
you.
more about you.
It's
Yeah,
so
it talks
I
to
don't,
you.
I don't want to
Alright.
talk to a robot. That's
And
gonna
then
really
when you really
depress
want to get down into it, get jiggy with it, you can put on sex mode and doesn't accidentally go into sex mode. I guess you have to like I don't know, like there's a switch or you have to tell it, but doesn't accidentally switch over. and
What's
then
the
during
secret
sex mode, it
phrase?
does whatever it wants to do with you.
So weird.
But-
Like they literally have a family mode. Like you're gonna keep this thing around your family. It's gonna
Exactly.
be
It
like
has all your
and
G's
then
on
the
it.
low,
What the
it's like
heck?
It's
30
really like again. Somebody said earlier, it's mainly for like the loners. That's why.
It really
Even in the article,
really is.
it says like this is mainly for lonely people. That's why it has a family mode, because if you're having sex mode the entire time, that you can't really keep that on for so long, 24/7. So that's why it's for the people who have nobody else to talk to. So it responds back to you. So it
What's
feels like
wrong
they're
with your
somebody.
hand?
What is wrong with your imagination too?
Listen,
but-
listen, guys.
I'm
No,
not
what-
saying I will use this. I'm saying this is a good idea, and like people will probably make use of this.
Think about
That's
it.
what I'm
There's
saying.
some people. No, there's some people too who just like physically sometimes can't actually be with somebody or with other people. There's maybe it's good for disability people too. Like not they could honestly have an actual relationship with this AI. And I know it sounds really weird. Okay. No, don't.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
No, like I think
That's
it makes
hilarious.
sense.
It makes
Like I
sense.
think it makes
though.
sense.
Would
It
you
is.
rather?
It
Yeah,
does make
these
sense.
people could be these people could be alone for the rest of their lives forever.
You know how twisted in Terminator this sounds? It sounds like Terminator, bro.
That's what I was
No,
about to
it
say.
This
doesn't.
sounds like
Except
Terminator.
it ain't Terminator and it's real life.
Yeah.
It's real life and it's
And this
happening.
is just the prototype. And this is just the beginning too.
That's what's
And
scary.
you know, like they even said like they're
Skynet's
gonna
real.
make male. They're gonna make male robots.
Yeah.
No.
And somebody said like, imagine how girls are into choking. What if like the sex part for the males, like they get into the choking stuff, like that might be a little bit questionable. If you ask me, like, all right, what if they choke too too strong?
The thing
Is
is
that
though.
the
You know what I'm
The
saying?
thing is, no. The thing is though, is that these robots, I'm sure they're not actually gonna be like moving like an actual person while you're doing them. Obviously, it'd be more of like
Right.
they're just standing, lying there, and you just kind of
Still a
position it.
sex doll.
But I'm so sure during like the next 10 or 20 years, like it'll be like that.
Oh,
They're only
sure,
gonna
yeah.
get smarter and
Yeah,
better and better.
Blade Runner is so bad. Like the whole
I'm
premise
disgusted.
in Blade Runner is nobody knows who's real and who's a robot. It's gonna be like this. Just give it like 10 years. We're not gonna know who's real or who's a sex robot. We're not gonna know.
The thing is, though, is hopefully I remember talking to this about someone. They told me this. We won't let robots turn into like like the movie iRobot. We could honestly turn them all off before that even happens. They're gonna be keeping a close eye on it. They're gonna make sure that this doesn't happen, like iRobot style or Terminator style.
It's called AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and that's not.
It's already a thing, Josh. They're already powerful. They already know how to talk and they know
They're
how to-
programmed though. They're programmed too.
No, AI is not a program. It's a learning thing. It's its own environment.
But
what it
every
does,
single
That's what it was
AI
saying, too,
program
in the
that's been
article.
put out has a kill switch.
Exactly. It does.
sometimes the AI can turn against the kill
But
switch.
I've never seen a
this
movie
is the
with
thing.
AI,
This is what
they
we.
always
thi- This is what we learned in movies. This is what we've seen in movies.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, in movies, they're movies. I'm sure that there are kill switches and everything like that. They take
Listen, if
protocol.
there's one thing I've learned in all
Movies
my
are
years,
fake.
it's that movies and real life are the exact same.
What?
No, they're not. You telling me Star Wars is
I'm
real
just-
life, bro?
I'm kidding.
No,
Yo,
no, no,
Star
TJ,
Wars,
TJ,
like,
TJ.
don't even
If you
play. Don't
honestly
even play,
think,
Vic. Star
No.
Wars is life.
TJ, if you really do think movies and real life is real, stick with that. It's fine. It's just stick with it. Don't back
I
down.
don't actually believe that.
Okay.
Think
Okay.
that.
Don't you ever disrespect Star Wars up in here.
I mean, if you think about it,
Listen,
Star Wars
I
is
never disrespected Star Wars. Star Wars, isn't it?
But- apologize.
It
taking
is a
place in
little
the
weird.
future?
no
Like,
Star Wars.
I'm-
Star Wars
Yeah.
happened a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
You feeling that, Vic?
Oh yeah.
So this Star Wars could possibly be real. It's just in another galaxy, far,
Well, not in
far
this
away.
galaxy.
Just not in this galaxy. Exactly.
Question for the people down in the comments: do you think we're taking this too far with the sex robots? Yes or no? Leave it in
Yes.
the comments.
Absolutely
Cole says yes.
not.
I say
Yeah, I just got really freaked out, bro. That was like, ew. Like, I can't even.
I say-
Ew.
I don't think we're taking it too far.
I don't think we're
honestly-
taking it too
I really
far.
do think this is really good for some actual people. Like, I really do think this could help some
Freedom
people
of
who
speech.
really don't actually have a social life whatsoever. I mean, think about it. People can go crazy being alone for the rest of their lives by themselves. You know, they have someone to talk to, even if it's an AI.
It's a fake person. They're gonna
And
go
imagine that.
crazy talking
Like,
to a fake robot.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna go even crazier. They're gonna try to program it, and
Think
Real.
about it though. One of these days in the future, we're gonna have robots in our homes. I mean, look at Google
Nope.
Home, bro. You basically have
We already
a robot.
have robots in our houses.
Yeah.
We already do.
not AI. We don't have AI in our
That's
houses.
the thing, though.
Yeah.
Not
There,
yet.
there was an AI though. She was talking to it, like she was interviewed. Like this person, a real person, interviewed an AI, and she already said, the AI said that we already have robots living in our house that we just don't know about right now. Think about
Boom.
Siri. Siri, she's technically
Mhm.
a robot in a way. You talk to Siri, hey Siri, she'll respond to you.
But she's not an AI. AI does stuff on their own.
Not yet.
They were saying in the article that the robot Samantha with the AI, they kind of study you and
Yeah.
how to
No,
interact.
no,
with
they
you.
totally do. The purpose is that she has an SD card that goes into her brain, and it will be able to adapt and be updated. Like it's there to really be with you. Like it's to actually keep people who are alone company. Like so it doesn't feel like they're actually talking to a robot. You know, like it will get to know you.
Honestly, it would probably scare me a little bit if I had one.
Fucking bullshit. Check it. This is the reason why I'm getting so freaked out about this. Not because of the robots, not because of the sex bots, not because of any of this. It's because this is the most excited I've ever heard Ant's voice. Ever. Ever.
if I had
Ever.
the money, I would buy it. If I
Oh
had the
my
money, I would buy it.
god!
If you think
Speaking
about it,
of
no. If you
prices-
think about it, it's only 3,500. Is that pounds or euros?
I
Euros?
think that's pounds.
It's pounds. I'm pretty sure it's pounds.
That's like $5,000 then.
That's not
Not
bad.
that much. That's like 4K.
You know how many
That's
prostitutes?
that's not that expensive, honestly.
Think
It's
about
not.
it, Cole. No, you could get prostitutes, but the chance of you catching a disease are so high. Why would you want to
Facts,
do
facts,
that? You know, you won't catch a disease fucking this robot.
I have a question. See, it says it's charged through USB.
You don't.
I
you
wonder where
don't
that USB is
know how-
placed.
I want to know where that USB places too. Would that like turn
It's
it
probably
on?
like in the
stick it
back,
in his
honestly, the back
asshole.
of the neck or like lower
Yeah,
back.
Maybe.
A place where it's not like a place where it's probably hidden.
Yeah.
Like you don't really see it
True,
as
true.
much.
Yeah.
The ear.
The
I don't-
ear.
Yeah,
the
maybe
ear.
something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Anthony, every time you talk, it's just like.
Listen, no, but listen. This AI,
Freak
she can,
me
she
out,
can,
bro.
she can tell you jokes. She will be there. Like like I said earlier, she
Yeah.
can't accidentally
Yeah.
go into sex mode.
I
You
want
know?
real human
You're
interaction.
commencing sexual interactions. Want to hear a joke? It's small.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Honestly, I
another
really
joke,
don't think
your
it's
penis.
bad. I really don't think it's bad whatsoever. I think I'm all down for it. It's honestly, if it helps somebody in their life, I'm so down for it.
Until it
Yo,
starts
someone
killing
wants to buy me
people.
one. Sign me up.
You're just paranoid with the whole movies, Terminator, iRobot.
No, you
like,
don't understand
Where's your proof?
AI. You don't understand AI.
Yeah, but you don't understand that people
AI.
make these AIs.
No, people create AIs and you can't control an AI.
Look,
You
you'll
can
just
turn it
create
off.
another version of
Artificial
the AI to
intelligence.
take out that AI.
Then that AI will see that this AI is so much stronger than that AI because that AI learned a lot, and then
It's like
Whoa.
Vision versus Ultron.
Nah,
They're
you
both
watch too many movies,
AIs.
Cole.
dude, I talk to people who worked with AI.
What are their names?
What
First and
companies?
last.
What companies?
This is classified
My
information.
sister's boyfriend, for one.
What's his name?
His name's Bobby. He's a I don't know his last name, but he's a what's it called? He's
You know what
working.
company?
He's a-
What's his mom's name?
I will be speaking to his manager. If you tell me the company.
okay, he is currently a accountant student.
That's
Like,
not. What does that have to do with
listen,
AI?
listen.
How does that have to do anything with AIs?
Look up Google's AI. Google created an AI and they had to shut it down. Facebook created an AI, they had to shut it down.
Yeah,
because
because
got
it was
too
creating its
dangerous.
own language, and it wasn't even.
Because-
it was buggy, dude.
Because it got too dangerous. They didn't know what it was saying. They
Exactly,
can't
but that's the
control
thing.
it.
That's the
You
thing.
cannot
They turned it
control
off. They
it.
shut it down. You just said it yourself. They shut it down. If it gets that big, they will shut it down.
Because it was testing. But you think about this. If this is out there, how do you know it's buggy? How would you know
They
that?
didn't put any look. There's simple explanations for all of this. It's technology. There's codes. You can figure how to troubleshoot.
But
Okay.
wait, when a code starts writing a new code, what does that mean?
It means you shut it down.
Exactly.
But what code? What were they saying in that language that they were
I mean,
writing?
I'm sure they
Code.
can take the
Code
time to
is a
decipher
new
it.
language. Y'all know code is a language.
It is a language.
it
Yes.
is. Yes.
So when a language starts making a new language,
Then you shut it down instantly.
well, what
Who's
if
to
you
say
can't?
it's not just it's didn't malfunction just through a bunch of characters in a line?
Damn. See, that's the thing. AI always learns. They're always
Yeah, but if
learning.
you shut down the AI without any other AIs knowing, then how would they possibly figure that out
But how do
whatsoever?
we know if the other AIs know or not?
So they did this test. Somebody did this test where you had two AIs. One AI was a nice AI, and the other AI was hostile. Seeing how the AI started like interacting with each other. The one AI just totally, completely took over the other AI, and then it started attacking the person that was trying to shut it down. AI
What movie was this
is
from?
dangerous.
Wait, where was
What
this?
movie was that?
Yeah, what movie was this?
What movie? No, dude, this is a test. I don't know what test it's from. I will.
I need to see some sources. I need to see publisher.
And you
You
see
wanna see it?
peer-reviewed articles.
I'll pull it up. I got you.
It better be MLA format.
That's the thing, though. See,
MLA
they
format,
were
exactly.
they were already testing to see how far they can be able to control these AIs and how far and how quickly they shut it down. That's what these tests were for. So they already know exactly what to do and exactly what to find once they need to shut down these AIs.
Look, once the technology's there, they're gonna put rules on it. They're gonna put setbacks. They're gonna make this layout, man. Everything's gonna be a-okay. So in the meantime, enjoy your sex doll. You know,
Exactly.
release
And
the
these
stress.
these sex dolls are only just the Samantha is very much just a prototype. She's just a prototype. That's what he says. This is just the beginning. Samantha is very much a prototype.
I find it weird calling a piece of technology like a she, like giving a piece of technology
I
a
don't
name
know.
like that.
I really don't actually.
You know?
Yeah, it's whatever to me. I mean, I see why you say it, but yeah.
No, I
It's
totally. Yeah, I totally-
2018, man.
Not like I have
Gender
a problem
equality.
with it. I just think it's a little weird.
No.
Gender equality, brother.
Gender equality, man. And we're all the same in this world.
Stay
I
black.
can't wait to own Samantha.
I can't wait.
It's not this conversation that's creepy. It's freaking Anthony, guys. It's Anthony.
No, I'm
Why,
totally
'cause
down
like-
with Anthony. Like,
Because
I'm
I
so
want
down
to
with-
buy
yeah.
one. It's not weird.
It's not rude. I mean, like, I'm so down to try it out too. Like, why not?
Same here.
You know, I think this would open up the world for like couples, like
No, that's the thing
couples
too,
that
actually.
want to do threesomes.
Yeah.
Think about it.
No, that's actually something he did bring up. He said this could actually help out couples who, without the jealousy factor in it whatsoever. That's what he says. He says that
Mhm.
these couples can have threesomes, male or female robots, AIs. That you obviously won't get jealous over this, and you won't like. It's perfect for couples.
We live in a great time.
I love my
What a
generation.
time to be alive.
Eating Tide Pods, fucking robots. Oh yeah.
2018.
My generation is gratitude. Robots eating Tide Pods, bro.
Anybody else have anything to add?
Y'all are creepy. Y'all creepy as flamingos,
No,
bro.
we're
I
just
can't
down to
stand
try
y'all.
something. We're just down to try new things.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down to try new things with other humans, not no robot
so
type
you're
shit.
saying,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
have
saying
to
you would, so,
withhold on
so
that.
you guys are saying you'd never try pocket pussy.
That's completely
That's not a
different.
robot.
No, it's
That's
not.
not a robot.
No, because that's exactly what they're using for the AIs.
That is not a.
You know, it would be great. It would be great if you could buy like
You're
porn
telling me-
stars
you're
like
telling me
sex
that-
toy that's obviously like modeled after theirs,
you know
and like
what?
install it
Yo, Ed,
into like.
you know what that reminds
think
me
that'd
of?
be a great
This
idea,
episode of
but-
Futurama. It's an episode of Futurama where they have actually like AI sex bots, but you can actually you can print out a sex bot, right? But it's like it's a celebrity, if you want a celebrity, anybody you want, you just get a
You
picture
can, like,
of them. And then,
Yeah,
yeah, in that episode, I just remembered about that. Yo, they
That's so
totally
fucking
predicted
creepy.
all this.
or even
back-
that you can like
you
go
know
on the
that-
website that sells these robots and like customize what you want yours to look like.
Yeah, that's right.
It's definitely probably gonna be a thing in the future. I mean, shit, if they have fleshlights modeled after porn stars and things, they definitely will have those type of services.
Oh, for sure.
Cole is so triggered right now. I
Guys,
freaking.
I can't wait for
it's
that.
almost
Honestly,
like a
cannot wait for
screenshot.
that.
Put this on the podcast.
All right, I think we're pretty much running around in circles now. So I think we'll probably end this topic and head on to the next one. Any qualms?
I'm 100% down for it. I'm down to try it myself. You know, let it be.
Someone buy me Samantha, please and thank you.
Right on,
Same
right
here.
on.
Buy me too.
Gonna set up a GoFundMe so we can all buy a Samantha.
I'm 100% against it.
I'm with you, Cole. I'm with you.
Thank you, TJ.
All right, so for our final story, we have this really interesting thing, definitely for all of us, because I know all of us here in this podcast right now are all gamers. We all love to game, and the story we have is actually about Nintendo. It's the Nintendo Switch, and they've come out with this really cool thing. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. It's called Nintendo. Is it Labo?
Yeah,
Labo?
Nintendo Labo.
Labo, I believe, and it's really cool. You get to build accessories out of cardboard for your Switch, and they have a lot of different varieties. You can build like a little mini piano. You can build a fishing rod. They have like this little pack that you can like wear on your back for like a robot or something. It's really fascinating, honestly, and it's kind of like you're building a little toy to play with your Switch. Like
No,
it's
it's
crazy.
totally cool. It's so
I have a lot of concerns about it, to be honest.
You do?
This is out of cardboard. How durable is this? Like,
well. If you think about it, I'm sure they're gonna make the cardboard pretty durable.
That's one of the
Sure.
thoughts that I had too. Is if it kind of seemed a little more kid based for younger audiences, and I feel like they're not always the most protective of the things they play with. So
Well,
it's made out of cardboard, you know.
I'm sure they're not gonna. I mean, realistically, I'm sure this is actually for more teenagers than anything. Like, I mean, I would totally get this. Like, I wouldn't let my kids or like my brothers try this out. Like, I'll let them color it, but I wouldn't let them try it out.
Yeah.
You're paying $70 for cardboard.
No, but
Yeah.
it's like cool cardboard.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I would, if I had the money, I would probably get it. Like, it's just like the fact that it's charged that much for cardboard. Like, I'm pretty sure Nintendo's is like there's so many things out there like it is made out of so like expensive like materials, but this is like the easiest material, the cheapest you can ever use, and they're charging 70.
Yeah, but if they used any
And
other
60.
material, if they used any other material, then it would have been even worth more.
That's I know, but it's just like either way, I think it's cool. It's just I don't know. I can see all the people complaining, all the parents getting pissed off, like, wow, you broke your cardboard already.
No, but why would
The
the parents
dog
get it
ate
for
the
kids?
cardboard.
Why would the parents get it for kids? Like, honestly, you saw that guy boxing as a robot. You know, he was
Yeah,
more
I'm
our
sure
range,
like
you know?
I would say like I wouldn't buy if honestly if a parent bought it for like a baby, you're an idiot. If you bought it for like a toddler, you're an idiot. Like you seen how like one of those like there was a picture of like somebody opened up the box and like inside I seen the strings and like no kid can build that, you know? So I mean it's kind of based more for like maybe
It's really
what
based
middle schoolers
for
more maybe
honestly teens and over.
teens and over, yeah. So like a kid can't build that correctly.
So I will say this is I'm not typically a fan of Nintendo, especially like the Wii. I wasn't a huge fan.
how dare you
I
disrespect the
love
Wii
the
like that?
Yeah, I think that sounds
But
cool.
hear me
I
out.
love the Wii.
Hear me out. So typically, you guys like I play the PS4 all the time. I played Xbox all the time, and I feel like the PlayStation and the Xbox are in a completely different league from Nintendo. But I did grow
you're
up on
wildin'.
Nintendo, and I love it. And I think that this whole cardboard thing that they're doing, like Nintendo is very good about doing their own thing. Like they're not in the same league, but they're excellent at like creating new and creative ways to game, and I think that's amazing.
Listen, no,
I wanna
they're
ask
no,
a
no,
question
listen.
to
They're
TJ.
honestly no, they're honestly catching up. Have you seen? They're putting Skyrim into Nintendo Switch now with
You guys-
with really great graphics as well as Link. Did you see that?
You guys
the
are
graphics on that is
speaking.
amazing.
You
Nah, I
guys
didn't
are
see it.
speaking on Nintendo as if PS4 and Xbox are above their league.
That's the thing. Nintendo is already above it.
I feel like
they first came
Nintendo
out.
is
They first
way
came out with the Wii.
surpassed.
Yeah, they first came out with the Wii. You know, the only difference is that PlayStation and Xbox saw that idea, copied it, and did better.
Right, exactly. It's like I feel like Nintendo is the innovator, Xbox
And
and
PlayStation are just the ones who
Sony,
see it.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
They just
they copy it
right.
and just make it better because they have time. They're like, oh wow, they're making so much money because Wii's were skyrocketing. They were skyrocketing when it first came out. The thing is though, as soon as PlayStation
Wii
and
was a lot of
Xbox,
fun.
you know, as soon as Wii and PlayStation came out with their motion sensors, then the Wii started going down because the other PlayStation and Xbox totally saw like, yo, we could totally do this. Let's just copy them and make it better.
Hmm.
True.
I always felt like Nintendo was a bigger company. I feel like they run the gaming world.
Like Victor said, you know, they do come up with the ideas. PlayStation and Xbox mostly copy them.
I can agree
They're
with
the
that.
Papas.
They're the big papas.
TJ, it really isn't that hard to convince you, hey?
I mean, I grew up on Nintendo, and I do love Nintendo. I still think that they're kind of, I won't say they're in different leagues. I guess it's probably the wrong word, but
No, man. Their
I like 'em all.
graphics, no, their graphics now are even amazing. They're amazing. Victor can even
With
vouch for
Nintendo?
that.
I love
Yeah, I'm
my
sure the
Switch.
graphics are awesome.
It was like they've kind of got more bubbly graphics and stuff.
It's for
But the
I
thing is,
said-
there's like I don't know, like I don't really mind the graphics. To be honest, graphics to me aren't a big deal. Like I'm a big fan of like 8-bit. I'm a fan of like to me graphics or whatever. It's more like if it tells a good story. I don't know. This depends how fun it is. To me, graphics
Okay.
are not a big deal. You know?
Okay, I got it. I got this. So, Nintendo is far better than the two other consoles,
Facts.
Xbox and PS4.
Facts.
Want to know why? Mario,
Facts.
Mario, Sonic, Legend of Zelda. How many
Facts.
other games do they have long running like existence
Metroid.
besides all these?
It's
things?
true.
Who
GTA.
forgot
They're all good. They're all good games.
Mario Party. They went up to like 12. Anyways, Nintendo I think was has the oldest system out of these three too, with the Nintendo 64, the Atari. I don't know if Nintendo was Atari at the time, but Nintendo has a long history in games. So let's show Nintendo some respect that they will always be here. Yeah, they were losing in the next gen war, but you know what? They're coming back. They're making the comeback.
Honestly, it would be cool to see them kind of come up and be in the actual.
I mean, you gotta look at it like this. Nintendo has different games, and it's more motion gaming,
It totally
Or-
is.
interactive gaming.
Like Cole
Hands
said,
down.
Mario came out so long ago, but it's still going. It's still going. Link came out
Yeah.
so long ago, like Zelda. It's still going. Like it hasn't stopped. You know how many games have been out there, done amazing, but then just lost its touch.
And also international game over.
Exactly.
Nintendo wins.
Facts.
Nintendo wins.
Facts.
Facts.
Xbox didn't sell well in Asia. PS4 didn't sell well. Well, PS4 sold well in Asia because it's an Asian company. But
I feel like there would be a few things that would need to convince me. I want a Nintendo system to be able to do what my PlayStation can do or my
it's,
Xbox can do.
Okay, like
it's
what?
not like that.
Like
Eh,
what?
eh,
Like,
if
internet-
It will never be like that either.
The thing is,
Nintendo
too,
doesn't
even-
focus on power.
even if it did, even if it was, then there's nothing different about it. People wouldn't buy it because it's just like
Yeah.
then there's 3 different consoles that are all exactly the same. So why buy? Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
What's
what
the
is-
difference
what is
between an
TJ want the
Xbox and a
Switch to do?
PS4?
Nothing. Literally, pretty much, practically nothing except for it's Xbox and PS4. That's the only difference.
One's blue, one's green.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right,
What's
so
the
what's
difference?
the difference between an Xbox and a PlayStation versus a Nintendo console?
a whole bunch.
Nintendo, the experience, for one.
As well. Okay, with
I wouldn't say the
Switch-
experience, but like you know, I
Oh,
would
the
say like
experience
it's
is
just
way different.
yeah, it's just like Nintendo's pretty creative what they do, like interactive gaming, all this other stuff in games. Like I would say the big thing is games. Like you
Listen,
don't get
yeah.
the games that
No, think about it.
Nintendo,
Think about
you
it too.
can
Listen,
play
listen,
Nintendo.
listen,
But they all-
TJ. What your PlayStation cannot do is you cannot game this out on an airplane. You know what Victor can do with his Switch? He can take this with him to the airport and still play the game that he was playing at home.
That's a fact.
yeah.
I remember playing Super Mario World with my whole family. We were playing it on the Wii, and like every time you'd like die or something, you go into a bubble, and you had to shake the bubble. So like constantly we're just shaking the bubble, trying
I
to get
remember this game.
popped. And like what other system can you shake the controller without having to have a video camera watching you?
Exactly. And it's honestly just as well too. It's more interactive. It really is. There's more physical going. Instead of holding a controller, like a PS4, yeah, you can hold your controller, move it around, like, and then the arrow will follow the controller. But it's just your two hands are stuck like that. With the Wii
Yeah.
or the Switch, your hands can go anywhere. You're more
Mhm.
free. You can go and do this and that. It's much more like physical and just way better.
I played the Switch
The
tonight.
reason why I bought the Switch, the PlayStation tried to with their PS Vita, where you can take your game outside, but why would you want to buy two different appliances just to do the same? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation and a Vita if I want to take it outside. No, the Switch, I'll sit it on its dock to play on my TV and take it off its dock and, I don't know, walk outside and go to the park if I felt like it and play my video game. Go to the airport while playing my video game. Be on an airplane while playing my video game. I don't think you can hook up your PS4 or Xbox onto the airplane screen because I'm sure that's not a possibility. You know what I'm saying? And again, Nintendo has been such an innovator for games for the past so many years. I can't even put a number on it. It's like, I really feel like Nintendo is number one and will continue to be number one. Again, debatable, but that's how I feel.
I mean, they started it off. I guarantee you that. Well, no, not even guaranteed because it's a fact. But the first was it NES? Is that the first Nintendo that came out? Was the NES the original NES?
Super Nintendo Entertainment System, believe so.
Came out
I think
before PlayStation and before Xbox, so it started it
way
off.
before, way before.
And don't get me wrong, I do like Nintendo. I like Nintendo. I love Nintendo games.
Hold
Grew
on,
up
TJ.
on
You said
Zelda.
something about you want to see the Switch or the Nintendo console do something that a PS4 doesn't do. What exactly is that?
So for me, like, as far as like my PlayStation goes, I like being able to pull up like my Spotify on there. I like being able to pull up my Netflix on there. It's very freaking. I don't know the word I'm looking for.
Nintendo has
No.
Netflix.
No, but look at this. So the thing about it, a couple years ago, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 were supposed to be home entertainment systems too. That's why the Xbox, you can connect it to your cable company and watch cable through your Xbox One. So, but then Nintendo stuck solely to its gaming, trying to make your gaming entertainment better and get more like just more of an experience, So like that's why PS4 and Xbox, they have so many other apps and stuff that you can get. Yeah, Nintendo might have some of those, but it's not devoted to it much as
True.
PS4 and Xbox is.
Honestly, if I could, I would probably have both.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like Nintendo is a great thing. It's like, what are you in the mood for? You in the mood for adventure? Nintendo, go. If you're in the mood for a shooter, PS4.
The thing
Yeah.
is, yeah, I
This
mean,
is-
like,
this
yes.
is-
No, okay,
This is
sorry.
the best part because Nintendo recently with the Switch, you can now play FIFA 18. You can now play NBA 2K. All these sports games that were strictly on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox are now playable on the Switch. So they're expanding their horizon on games. I think Call of Duty might be making an appearance too.
Exactly. Skyrim's already making an appearance as well too.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And it's only expanding.
Can we all agree video games are great?
Oh heck yeah.
But Samantha's better.
No.
Samantha is better. You're right.
Oh.
No.
All right, guys. I think that wraps up our podcast for tonight.
Wait. So do we actually agree though? Like, are you kind of like hyped about the cardboard or no?
No, the cardboard.
yeah.
I don't.
Oh yeah, the cardboard.
I don't really care.
And will
think-
any
I
of us
think-
here? Okay, so will any of us here buy this cardboard? What's it called? Nintendo Labo, right?
Yeah.
Labo,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Will you guys see? Do you guys see yourself buying this? Realistically,
Personally?
be honest.
Personally, if I lived alone and I had the money, I would totally get it.
Oh, if I had the money, I'd get any gaming, but no, just no.
I don't see myself buying it. I mean, I don't see myself buying it. Even if I did own a Switch, I don't think I can see myself buying it.
I'm gonna wait till like reviews come out and see what consumers say about it
Yeah.
before. I'm not gonna buy it on launch, and if it's a hit, then great. I'll go out and buy it, try it myself. If it's not, then I'll just let it be a flop.
Now that's the next question. Do you see this actually taking off? Do you actually see this like selling and everybody liking this? That's my last question. Personally, I
No.
don't see it. I don't really. I just don't see. It hasn't sold me yet, and I don't think it's sold a lot of people yet. And I think a lot of people are sketchy about it, but I don't think it's gonna take off.
I'm sure once more information comes out on it, then we'll start actually being able to be.
Yeah.
I would like to actually try it out just to see how I feel about it personally, but I mean, I can see it going either way.
I mean, if it does take off, I think it'll be like a slow takeoff. I just don't see this being a hit immediately.
Yeah, I don't quite
No.
see it popping off, but
I
can
see it
people liking
flopping.
it.
I see it flopping more than I do see it succeeding, and
Same
I feel
here.
like it's one of those things where you'll set it up, play it maybe once, twice, possibly 3 times, and then set it down. You know what I'm saying? It's like how
Yeah.
often are you gonna put on?
Well, I mean,
robot
yeah,
thing.
but the thing is, I mean, if they're gonna have to expand, like, give more variety, you know. So
Yep.
this is just what they're offering right now, just to start off. But I just don't see it really work, like making them a lot of profit and people going back and buy more variety packs. I just don't see it.
Here's my thing. I think it revolutionizes. It's a revolutionary type thing for
Yes.
education purposes. Think about it. If you could see how to build a piano, put it together, and then play it from like a gaming system, schools are gonna want to get into it, and then they're gonna be all in the schools, and like that right there would be a success. Like, you know what I mean?
It's really great for creative
Yeah.
minds. Really great for creative minds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I see it, but I don't know. I don't really see the schools
Yeah,
buying
see
a
it.
shit
I
ton of
see it.
these.
I definitely
You
see it.
know,
Think about it. They use smartboards. Smartboards like became a thing randomly.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden, boom, they came because you didn't have to have it was just a thing all of a sudden. I remember probably up until grade 5, it just showed up for no reason. And I was like, what the heck? And now I mean, think about it too. Kahoot. Schools do play Kahoot all the time now.
Yeah.
I
Who knows?
think like touching on what Cole said, it's definitely like Nintendo's an innovator. They
gonna-
changed the game.
you're
They
gonna
set up
see.
different
If-
rules. You know what I'm saying? Like this is gonna open doors to Sony and Xbox.
Exactly.
What they can get out of it.
Exactly. Like if this does blow up, even if it doesn't, not Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, they're gonna see this and they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's try and make something kind of cooler and exactly the same. It's gonna open up a lot, like Victor said, open up a lot of different doors. It's gonna
Yeah,
bring
I
up a
don't
lot more
I don't know if I
That's
see it
if.
popping
That's
off, but I would
if.
like to see it build
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that's if it's successful. If
Yeah.
it flops, then Nintendo and Xbox are just gonna leave it alone. They're not gonna. I don't see them really trying to
PS4,
do anything
PlayStation,
exactly like that. You know?
PlayStation
I
and
mean,
Xbox.
I don't think they'll I don't think they'll exactly ignore it. They'll probably try to find a way to make it better. You know, what I'm
Maybe,
saying?
yeah.
See what
Yeah.
flaws they had and market it better, make it better, surpass it in a way.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have something to add? If not, I think we're gonna wrap this baby up. Nope. All right. Cool. That is a wrap on our podcast tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to slap a like on that video.
Yeah, boy.
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 All right. Catch us next week.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Go Power Rangers.
All you youngsters out there, don't eat Tide Pods. Just get the full gallon and just pour yourself a drink before bed.
Go Samantha.
I'm kidding about the Tide. I'm kidding about the Tide Pods.
Hashtag go Samantha in the comments.
Yeah, go Samantha.
No.
And don't worry, ladies. A male version will come out soon.